Alright. Yeah, obviously my face is bloated. Obviously, you know, I ain't taking care of myself because the stress is getting next to me, man. Alright. So lovers and haters are outside. Can't talk too loud because I ain't supposed to be out. I'm supposed to be in the bed, but I can't sleep because the guys are snoring. These old men snoring. And then we got multiple people, like, they love to smoke. There's drug addicts in here. It's really, really vile in here, man. Oh, gosh. And then, like, let's say I come home from a long day at work. I'm not really allowed to sleep. You know why? Number one, the old men make too much noise. And then even when the morning comes, guess what? They harass me, with the chores and all that crap. Just stupid. It's really bad, man. I'm in the worst position in my lifetime. This is the worst. After this, I'm gonna die. Yeah, if nothing gets better, I'm gonna die. It's the truth. You know. But that's what you get when you help your dysfunctional family out. That's what I get, huh? For multiple decades, I wanted to get away from them. I hated that family. Okay, I hated my father, Clifton H. Rodriguez. I hated him. Okay, bully. Okay, never allowed me to do anything. Okay, and then anytime I did something, I was always disencouraged. Right? I hated his household. That's why I don't want to go back. I don't care. I've already been disowned, and it's the truth. I've been disowned completely. Okay, I ain't gonna get nothing. And like I said, he will always boast. Oh, you deserve it. God's punishing you. All that shit. Oh, you better hope nobody come and blowtorch your CPA practice. And I said it. This is the second time saying it. Okay, because yeah, he was allowed to build his business. He was allowed to. Okay, he lived in an era where you could get a minimum wage job, and then you could buy a house for under $30,000. He lived in that era, right? Just wow, wow. I the millennial, I can only hope, I can only dream of getting a shack, a shack, right? And then I don't even own the land. Just wow. Okay, just wow. Everything is just. Like I said, these boomers, they talk all this shit about us being lazy, about us being entitled, but they had it the easiest. They could do a pizzeria job, deliver, and then they could easily, afford their apartment, easily do stuff. While us millennials and Gen Zers, we struggle just for the basics, just for the survival, for the basics. And another thing, I got diabetes. And I'm not even supposed to be having no sugary crap, but that's all I can eat here because I don't have control of the diet thing because I don't have the power here. Okay, just wow. Y'all saw my foot the last video. Y'all saw it. It's just stupid. I don't want to talk about none of my projects because I was trying to copyright them. See, all this time I was trying to get it together, but like I said, my brother ruined that. Yes, he did. He ruined it because he didn't want to pull his own weight. I was paying for all the bills, and I'm gonna see it over and over again. Yeah, and I don't care what anyone says. Tells me, ooh, you can't. Yes, I can blame my brother. Yes, I can, and that's what happens when you try to help a dysfunctional family. That's what happens when you try to help. Not only a dysfunctional family, we're talking about dysfunctional race. Yeah, I'll say it again. I never agreed to be black. I never agreed to be a nigga. Yeah, never agreed. Okay, I never agreed. For if I had known being a black person was the worst thing ever, and you were going to be the most hated by every race, I would have been a white guy or Asian buddy. Because at least Asians got some pride. They have pride of art, technology, martial arts. Yeah. Okay? And y'all, if I got any Asian audience, hey, I'd rather take your crap over my crap. Hell, I'll trade. Shoot. Because what does those black people have? What do we have? Huh? We're the most criminal, right? Like I said, I cursed that punk for killing her, for killing Arena. Okay, she looked like my nurse. Okay, we're the most hated, the most uneducated. Oh, and the worst part, the most religious, right? Worship a God who says you deserve your racial injustice, right? Just wow. Oh, and if you don't obey that God, you're gonna perish. You know what? I came to the conclusion all these years. I came to the conclusion saying I was gonna perish even if I obeyed, right? Because he doesn't keep his word. He don't keep his word. There you go. And you know what? It would have been more merciful. I'll say it right here. It would have been more merciful. He never made me. Okay, and that's why I'm saying I don't want to bring kids into this world. I don't want to leave them uncreated, right? I don't want to bring a kid that bring him out, and all that stuff. You know, you're training them all these years just for them to get shot down in the school hallway. Yeah, and I'm gonna keep talking about Amanda Coet. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know. Who cares if I didn't know her? Who cares? Okay. The fact a beautiful soul was gunned down by a ghetto dysfunctional, ghetto dysfunctional bitch. Yeah, and I was supposed to curse, but I don't care. I'm not monetized. But hey, I constantly say, GoFundMe, help me out, guys. Get me out of this situation. But yeah, I was trying to flee all this crap, trying to run away from the past, this evil past, hateful past, racist past. I didn't even realize Latinos hated me. I didn't even realize it. Okay, until after I reviewed it, how they all used me. It ain't just Lisette. It's Alex, Hector, Evelyn, all them people. Right, Ashley, all them people. Just wow. And they laugh and laugh. He deserves it. But it doesn't matter if you say I deserve it, because guess what? All your kids, they don't stand a chance. They don't stand a chance in this new world. These kids stand no chance. How are you supposed to get a job if AI is taking everything out? Not just entry level. We're talking advanced level. We're talking about manager level. AI is going to wipe out everything. So how are your kids going to succeed now? There you go. So it doesn't matter. Oh, you're a loser. I said it years back. We all lose. Everybody gonna lose. Everybody. Okay? I know I get people talking, Brian Fritz. We're all like him now. We're all like him. Even though he was a druggie and stuff, and he wanted to smoke his weed and drink his beer. But I don't like beer and drugs. Every time these people around me, they keep asking me, do you have a cigarette? I say, I don't smoke. I don't smoke at all. And I don't drink either. And you can't even drink in the shelter because they got the blow meter. You have to blow 00 just to enter the shelter. So there you go. But there were other reasons why I didn't want to drink. I like operating machinery, right? Just wow. And then every time I try to improve my life up here, like I said, Dorian didn't want to do anything until it got to this point. He was forced to go back to Florida, and I don't want him back. Just like how Frieza said, the Dorian couldn't handle a Namek and two little rotten little rodents. I don't want him back. Yeah. Dorian couldn't hold his own. Can't hold his own weight. I don't want him back. I don't want him back. And I don't care if I'm going to die alone. Maybe I'll die in the hands of a robot. I don't know. But, this is this is shitty. Yeah, today had a terrible day at work, bro. Dude, like, she came and prepped anything well, nothing. And then she attacks us for it. But that's her responsibility as a manager to prep stuff, have stuff prepped and stuff and that. Just wow. And then she constantly changed the schedule, right? I mean, there's already 2 days with no sleep. 2 days. Because she keeps changing it. One day, it would be nighttime, and then the next day I have to get up in the morning and be there. And then she'll just keep doing it. Okay? Like I said, I missed the days of DoorDash and Instacart because I was able to set my own schedule. Just wow. Like I said, I would have been okay if Dorian was never with me. I would have been okay. I would have never allowed it to get this bad. But he kept draining me. And I'm going to keep saying it. He kept draining me, and I was stupid enough to believe that he was, because like in a sense, I would think he want to copy me and say, oh, I want to be hardworking too. No, he lazy. He lazy, man. I'm serious. And that's 10 years. 10 years of watching him. 10 full years watching him. He's very lazy. All he wants to do is sleep all day, play Tekken all day, watch SpongeBob all day, and I bet you he's doing that right now in the father's house and crap. Just stupid. And like I said, I don't want his house. I want my own house. This is why I'm struggling. I want my own stuff, my own things, my own life. Okay? And I already knew certified public accountants were obsolete. I already knew that. Okay? I already knew you don't need a certified public accountant to do your taxes. I already knew that. That's why I didn't want his CPA practice. I didn't want that shit. And then all the bad memories. Yeah. You know how many times, like, I was never allowed to go to events and stuff? No, I wasn't. Okay? Just wow. That's why I'm so bitter right now. That's why. Like I said, and yeah, it is because of the religion. Because like I said, that house church thing, yeah, he really made. Like I said, I wasn't allowed to have Pokemon cards or stuff. I sneak and get stuff. But there you go. And then when they found out, they destroyed it. That's how it was. Because like I get any Pokemon card, any video game, any Power Ranger Megazord, or even X-Men toy, like I'll sneak it in. But when they found out, it was destroyed. It was gone. Okay, and that's why I resent my parents. That's why, and that's why I'm like, they don't deserve grandchildren. This bloodline doesn't deserve to continue. It needs to go away. Just wow. Like I said, weak family, divided. That's why I ain't proud of my skin color. I ain't proud of this bloodline. I ain't proud of none of this. Heritage of what? A slave, free labor, and then like I said, they will call us this, that, and yeah, we are that because like I said, we show it. He killed that girl. That girl had no reason. He had no reason to kill her. He just killed her because she was a white girl. Michael Jackson was trying to end racism, and y'all just keep it going. Okay? Them kid, thank you. Just wow. Yeah. And after realizing, I'm like, oh crap, they really did set Michael up. Made him look like a pedophile, and he wasn't. Just wow. And that was part of their way of destroying you. Okay? They destroy you like that. First, it turned the whole world against you. They discredit you. And then, when they can't discredit you, that's when they get you. That's when they get you. Just like how they got JDF. He wanted his own Sentai thing. His own little Sentai. Because, of course, he was tired of Power Rangers, of course. Okay? Because, all the restrictions. He had to cover up his tattoos. He had to do this. He had to hold back his martial arts skills and stuff. He wanted to mature, right? And that's why I was getting excited for the Legend of the White Dragon, because it was like his own universe. He could finally own his own image. Homie couldn't even own his own face. That's how bad they had him. Just wow. Like I said, curse you Power Rangers, man. But hey, I don't have to do anything. Y'all destroyed yourselves. Okay, and then y'all trying to reboot it. And I'm like, that magic ain't there. Not anymore. Because those 90s kids kept that thing up. Same with Pokemon. And you know what? I'm glad Power World is whipping the crap out of Pokemon. I'm glad. Because I'm like, and that gives me hope. Because I have a project that I was trying to develop for a while. And I'm not going to say anything. But I got several monster capture projects I wanted to do. And then, like I said, Nintendo, instead of actually making better games, they want to try to patent everything. But thank goodness, prior art saved us. Because it is obvious they're going to get thrown out. Nintendo's going to get thrown the hell out. Because, it should be Shin Monkey Tensei. It should be Dragon Quest. In fact, there you go. Dragon Quest could actually come in soon Pokemon. Okay? If you want to talk about copyright crap. But I'll talk about that another day. But yeah, I gotta go in there tomorrow and deal with the workplace again. It's just terrible. Just terrible. And then like I said, they pay too low. I don't even have money for food. It's just terrible, man. At least with DoorDash, Instacart, if I was low on money, I'd just go do an extra order, and then boom, you'll have the money. I don't even have it. I don't even have that. It's just stupid, just dumb. But now I'm understanding why the black race ain't going nowhere, or they haven't been going nowhere for the past 400 years. I'm understanding, because every time a black try to get the advantage of a system, right? Either one, they get caught by the Klansmen, or two, they get betrayed by their own. That's the two choices that happens to a black dude. And then they get wiped out and forgotten. But that's the black history they never tell you. But I'm understanding why we haven't gone anywhere. And I'm quite sure other people try to end racism too, not just Michael Jackson. It's others that try to end it. And like I said, every time you try to end it, oh, bang, you get taken out. First they humiliate you, then they take you out. And there you go. It's part of the prison planet. The prison planet, call it Earth. They don't want you to know that this is a prison planet, but I see it for what it is. It's a prison planet, you know. And I don't even care. Oh, just trash. You know, these same people who attacked Alien Interview are the same people who kept pushing that rapture crap, right? They're the same people. You know, want to push Lake of Fire. You know, you were going to get destroyed anyway, even if it. I mean, I'll say it. I'll say it for the sake of argument. We'll pretend that it's all real. Okay, but what makes you think he's going to keep his word? What makes you think there's nothing? None. Oh, just no, we can't believe. Because from what I've seen, I can't believe. And I've noticed only certain people get blessed, right? Only certain people. And I just keep saying it. It's all favored based on what bloodline you're based on. It ain't based on no faith and works. It's based on bloodline. It's a bloodline religion. That's what this is. It's the same with Islam. Arabic king. That's all that shit is. An Arabic king bloodline made the Quran. That's what happened. You know. That's what's going on. And then after you die, you know, they come with these, like I said, the light. Come to the light. Oh, come to the light. Your altars are here. Oh, come to the light. Endless love is here. All that crap, all that you've been denied in this life, they'll put it in the light, and then you get zapped, mind wiped, because you already lost your body when you die. So you get mind wiped, thrown back into another body, and then they'll lie and say you disobeyed us. They'll do whatever it takes to bring you back here. And you know, even though I failed, I want to at least bring something out to where, you know, even if you're forced back here, you can at least look to whatever project I left as a reference, saying, why is the world so evil? Why is the world so unfair? Why is the world so hateful? Well, it all goes back to being a prison. And no one's coming to love you, no one's coming to save you. Right? There you go. You'll never have the loyal woman you want. You'll never have it. No. There you go. Because Earth's a prison planet. No one's coming. We have to escape ourselves. And I don't even know how to get out of it. But that was the whole reason why I was into video games. It was to try to escape this ugly world. Okay? I hate this planet. I hate this world. I hate this life. Okay? Y'all want to sit there, oh, you need to be grateful for what? Especially when I didn't choose it. Okay? You're only grateful if you have a good family. You're only grateful if, like I said, you're in the favorable races, right? That's when you're grateful. Just wow. And of course, more videos are coming. More videos are coming. I'm gonna keep complaining until I die. I don't care. But and look at the financial thing. It's you know, I've known about the financial collapse for a while. I just can't get out the way. Okay, I knew the train was coming. I just couldn't get out the way. Okay? Couldn't get out the way. And now I'm going to get hit, but hey, I knew it was coming though. You know, just wow. Yeah, we have no chance as millennials and Gen Zs. And like I say, as a form of protest, you should just say, nope, we're not having children. They don't stand a chance. We're not having children. We're not getting married. We're not. Why even date when you could what? Potentially get arrested for sexual harassment? Don't even bother. Jeez. Don't even bother, man. Like I said, I'm just going to try to get out of this situation. If I ever restore apartment or transportation or any of that stuff, like I said, I just want to focus on what I want to do in life. You know, spread the word that the Earth's a prison planet the most entertaining way. Because, yeah, Pokemon's trash. Okay, they have 30 years to get their mess together. They don't care about the players. All they care about is the money. Okay? All they care about is like, oh, those two games make $20 million, even though they're the most crappiest, most buggiest, most unenjoyable games. But as long as we get our $20 million, that's all that matters. $20 million from each copy, right? That's all that matters. They don't care. Because, like, all the stuff that you see in Power World, we've been asking for that for years. Years in Pokemon. Build your base, do this, do that, this, that. We've been asking for that for years, and they laugh at us. And they really thought nobody was going to come out. And Power World was only the beginning. But let me shut up because it's getting too long. And like, long uploads, they take hours to upload. So I got to shut up and get out of here. All right. Links in and below. The GoFundMe. Get me out of this situation, please. If you have a kind heart. And if you hate me, get off my channel. There you go. Russell signing off.